Hi everyone, it's Roxanne Dorhodge of the Authentic Connection Movement. Today I'm going to continue my theme of resilience in discussing problem solving and communication skills. I would say that for the most part, most of us try to communicate as effectively as possible. So, what I often say to people is reflect on where you learned how to communicate. You know, what kind of role models did you have? Did you have parents that really took the time to really understand what you were trying to communicate, or just the people around you in your life? Are you a good communicator? And I think when you're thinking about how do I communicate, is do I have to generally explain myself, or is it that I'm pretty clear and people get what I say? So some things to think about is when you're giving or having a communication with people, are they able to follow you, or do they need you to clarify a lot, or do they need you to reframe a lot what you're saying? These are things that you should consider in using things like I statements, which allows you to be in the first person. What it does is it personalizes things for you. So saying something like I'm frustrated, or I'm sad, or I'm disillusioned allows the other person to really get a sense of where you're coming from. In being clear in communication, what you're able to do is, articulate things a little bit clearer to everyone around you, and also to have them understand where you're coming from. Oftentimes, some tell signs are, someone's body language, or kind of their eyes are glazing over when they're not getting what you're saying. So I would say, look at who's in front of you, try to make eye contact, and in turn also try to ask, did you get what I said? Or is this making sense? Or, that doesn't look like you're getting what I'm saying. So again, remember that our body language is oftentimes giving away a lot of things that we're trying to communicate. So try to be aware of what your body's saying. And in reference to problem solving, when you're clear in your communication, what you're able to do is to get to solution that much more. So what I would say is use I statements, ask questions, clarify with what you're saying, make sure that the person gets it, paraphrase it, use a little bit of emotional inflection, which is using feelings when you reiterate what you're saying in communication. One thing I challenge you to do is to think about, are there people around you that are good communicators, and kind of look and see what they do that you might want to emulate. Are there things that they do well that you think, wow, that would be something that I'd like to try? Likewise, there are actually probably people around there you think, oh goodness, I don't like how they communicate. Try to kind of get a sense of what is it that they're doing that really has you can disconnect. So again, clearer in your communication, the better you're able to problem solve, and then you get into a win-win situation when you're problem solving. So I hope this was helpful. If please give me your feedback about what you think about these videos, and if you're ever needing any information on from me on resilience, please you can reach me at roxandorhodge.com, and I'm from the Authentic Connection Movement. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.